So it seems like Gina Carano's replacement when it comes to the Star Wars universe has finally been revealed. Let's check it out. If you enjoy Star Wars or Marvel or just pop culture news in general, then please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the video. So ever since Gina Carano was fired, I think that we all had a lot of questions, not only about her actual firing, not only about the reasoning or how it was done. We all had questions about that. You know, it was very questionable the way that all went down, because we all know the situation. We all know the woke mob went after her. We all know that cancel culture claimed another victim when it came to Gina Carano. But what I'm really talking about is the questions that we had about, would Gina Carano ever return to Star Wars? Would she ever be given the chance to? Would she ever be given the opportunity by Lucasfilm, because of how much money they are truly losing with this situation? Because they are not only losing money actively, a lot of people canceling Disney Plus, boycotting the rest of Star Wars. A lot of people are doing that. I know a lot of them that are doing that. So there's definitely a big group of people that are doing that. But they're also missing out on a lot of potential money when it comes to these diehard Gina Carano fans that have been created because of her firing. Imagine all of the Gina Carano fans. She literally has an entire army behind her that will never let her fail again. Imagine if they were to bring her back into Star Wars, the merchandise sales they could have with Gina Carano, with Cara Dune, and how many people would resubscribe to Disney Plus. So like I said, not only are they missing out on money actively, they're losing money actively by having people unsubscribe from Disney Plus and stuff like that, and just straight up boycott Disney, straight up boycott Star Wars. But they're also missing out on potential money by not having her there because of all the new fans that she's gained since her firing. But like I said, a huge question that we've all had is, could Gina Carano actually ever return to Star Wars? And I think that we finally got our answer with this situation, with her revealing all of these details with her new film. And I know that the screen's kind of cut off a little bit. I apologize for that, but it's a really wide article for some reason. Deadline's articles are always really wide, but we're not even going to read this article. We already know all the stuff about her new film. I just think that this is a sign that she's going all in with her new stuff after all of these rumors, all of these leaks, all of these reports saying that Gina Carano is actually being given the opportunity to return to Star Wars. I think that this is kind of Gina Carano saying that she's not really looking to return to Star Wars right now. Maybe she will in the future. I have no idea. But I think that this is kind of Gina saying, you know what, I'm going all in on these Daily Wire films. But I think what's really going to tell us if she's going to return or not is going to be how well these films perform. If they do absolutely awful, not only with how much money they make, but also in their ratings, in the Rotten Tomato scores, all of that stuff, I'm sure it'll be bombed. I'm sure it'll be review bombed by the woke mob on Twitter. But outside of that, it's just how well her films are perceived, how many roles she's going to get in the future, and the quality of those roles as well will probably determine if she wants to return to Star Wars, if she was actually given the opportunity to return or not. I think all of that stuff will come into play. But like I said, it looks like we have finally gotten her replacement. If you look at this article here, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this already. The Finn prequel sequel Star Wars series that is in the works at Disney, and the hashtag show is the one that reported this originally, I believe. And a lot of people, posted by Nick Santos, a lot of people have been saying that they have been very accurate in their reports recently, not only with Star Wars, but just with a lot of other things that they've gotten, a lot of other scoops that they've gotten about Hollywood. I don't know much about them, but I'm just saying that that's what a lot of people that I trust personally, I trust the people that have been telling me that the hashtag show is pretty accurate when it comes to their Star Wars reports. But this article says that this week we can share that it appears John Boyega's Finn may be getting an upcoming Disney Plus series. It had previously been announced that J.D. Dillard and Matt Owens were working on a Star Wars film. According to multiple inside sources, that movie concept is now being repurposed as a series. J.D. Dillard and Matt Owens are still attached and have since retooled the movie to now be a longer form Disney Plus series focusing on Finn. Now I wonder why that would be. I wonder why they would repurpose this Finn movie to be a Disney Plus show. Well, let's keep reading and find out exactly why. Plot details are light, but we are told that John Boyega will return as Finn. The series would explore his backstory, including how he came to be in the First Order. I actually like that quite a lot. I wouldn't like it if it was simply a prequel series. I wouldn't like that. I don't like prequels that much, even though the Star Wars prequel trilogy is really good. In my opinion, that's the movies I grew up on. But when it comes to prequels in general, I'm not the biggest fan. Not even just in Star Wars, just in every franchise and just in Hollywood in general. I don't like prequels as much as I like the idea of sequels. But it would also show where the character is going in a post Rise of Skywalker world. A lot of people on Twitter are not reading this article. They're just coming out and saying, oh, who wants a Finn prequel series? We don't want to see prequels. What are we going to watch him cleaning up the Death Star, or cleaning up Starkiller Base or whatever? No, if you actually read the article, it says prequel/sequel, and it's not saying that it's going to be a prequel or a sequel. It's saying that it's going to be both. It says plot details are light, but we are told that John Boyega will return as Finn. The series would explore his backstory, and then it goes on to say, it says how he came into the First Order. And then it goes on to say that it would also show where the character is going in a post-Rise of Skywalker world. You people have to stop just reading headlines and actually read these articles to actually get the true information. Stop complaining on Twitter just off of headlines and read the information. But going back to the Gina Carano replacement stuff, we're getting to it right now. The plot in the future will have ties and share a villain with his past. Although no future info is available at this time, this series could be a replacement for the Rangers of the New Republic series that's gone by the wayside. So honestly, I just think that that's further confirmation that Gina is kind of stepping away from Star Wars. She's kind of just putting that on the back burner. She's kind of saying, you know what, I'm not even going to try to return to Star Wars, even if I was given the chance right now. Maybe she will in the future, but I just think her Daily Wire stuff, her Daily Wire movie, the fact that she's releasing that info right now, when all of the stuff that was heating up about her returning to Star Wars, about Jon Favreau and even Kathleen Kennedy offering her job back to return to Star Wars, all of those reports, all of those rumors were really coming out at a very fast pace. They were really heating up, and then she just drops all of that info about her new film. I think it's kind of saying, you know what, guys, let's just give that a rest for now. I'm not going to return to Star Wars right now. And I think them coming out and announcing that Rangers of the New Republic, they've officially announced that that's kind of put on the shelf for now. And I don't think that that means it's scrapped. I don't think that that means it's never going to happen, which I don't even want that show to happen. I'll be honest with you. I want to see Gina return to Star Wars. I want to see Gina be successful, especially in Star Wars. But I don't want to see Rangers of the New Republic. It just doesn't seem that interesting to me, but that's just me. It's on the shelf, but that doesn't mean it's scrapped. That doesn't mean it's totally never going to happen. They never said that. It's on the shelf. It's just taking a rest right now. They're going to see what they can do with it. But I think that it makes sense if they're converting this John Boyega as Finn movie into a Disney Plus show. I think a good reasoning for that would be to replace the Rangers of the New Republic show that Gina Carano is no longer here to do, so the show can't really happen. You can't really recast Cara Dune. We all know Cara Dune as Gina Carano, and I think that there is only one Gina Carano out there. She's very unique when it comes to, you know, her body type, her physicality, stuff like that. There's not many Gina Caranos out there. So it'd be very hard to recast, and also a lot of Star Wars fans who really enjoy The Mandalorian, who really enjoy that universe that they're creating over there, we're diehard Cara Dune fans and are now diehard Gina Carano fans because of what has happened to her. But also, the article goes on to say there's no word if Daisy or Oscar Isaac are being sought out to reprise their roles, but Boyega returning isn't that big of a surprise. It actually is kind of a big surprise after he says that you're not going to Disney Plus me, and he kind of insulted Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, everyone else who was announced to be coming back to do stuff on Disney Plus. It's pretty insulting if you're going to say that you're not going to Disney Plus me, but I think he's realized that not only is Hollywood changing, but also everything that's going on in the world is going to be tough for you to land roles that are outside of Disney Plus. So I think that he probably changed his tune once he saw how successful Disney Plus was going to be. But I think the big story here is that this series is going to be a replacement for Rangers, and I'm kind of glad. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of glad that Rangers is getting replaced. I wasn't that excited for the series, even when Gina Carano was involved, but I definitely don't want to see the show if Gina is not going to be involved. If Cara Dune is not going to be involved, don't do that show. I don't want to see it. I think it's going to be a waste of resources. It'll be a waste of time, and it'll be a waste of a release slot. So I would much rather see a Finn show than see a Rangers show. But I think it is pretty big news that the hashtag show, who has been right in their scoops a lot, especially in the Star Wars space. I've heard that from very reliable people that the hashtag show, they know their stuff. They're saying that Rangers of the New Republic series is being replaced with this Finn show, and it wouldn't make sense that they're turning the movie from a film into a show right after they came out and announced that Rangers is being shelved for now. And Gina announced that she's doing her movie. She announced new details, kind of telling us, you know, let's calm down on the Star Wars talk, guys. I might return in the future, but as of now, I'm focused on the Daily Wire films. But you can let me know what you think in the comments about this whole situation. Do you think that Gina will ever return to Star Wars? And do you think that it's true that this Finn series or this Finn show is going to replace the Rangers of the New Republic series? Let me know what you think about the whole situation in the comments. If you did enjoy this video though, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link to that will be in the description as well. Thank you for watching the video. I hope to see you in the next one.